All right. All right. So good morning, guys. Thanks for coming in. So before we start, I want to first say, ask you guys, how are you guys feeling right now? And we'll start off with Miss Shara.
How am I feeling over lessons or
Overall, just in general feeling.
I'm feeling good.
You good?
Yeah.
Good about?
I feel like there's some good things. The kids I feel like some of them are learning, like what I'm teaching overall.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that makes me happy. And I feel good about yesterday because I told the parents that they need to start turning in homework. So hopefully that's going to be a positive impact.
You did a good job too, by the way.
Thank you.
Just giving the kids the information, the parents, it was good. Miss Easton.
Yes. Well, I feel pretty good too. Health-wise, I'm not feeling good, but that's fine. It's life. I feel good. I feel good about the map data, especially just last year. Like half my kids went back, and this year more than half of them went forward. So that felt really good that they're learning, especially with all of these new teaks. It's been really, really stressful, and I've been kind of overwhelmed with it. I feel good about our pacing too. We've been pushing like full steam ahead, like double time, and I'm like a whole unit in front of Sam right now.
That's good.
And I know that maybe like she's been slowing it for them, like maybe they've been absorbing it. Although I think algebra went really well for us overall.
Yeah.
Like algebra was pretty decent. I would rather get through it and have like so much more time to review than like have no time to review. So we are looking at being basically done by spring break and then coming back and doing like financial literacy.
Yes.
And doing like 45 minutes of financial literacy, 45 minutes of reteach. And then as soon as financial literacy is over, full reteach.
How long will that? Is that literacy piece on the assessment on the STAR, or is it just a teak to be taught?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be like double coded.
Okay.
So it'll be double coded with percent,
Like tax
and tip, and that kind of thing, which will be a great opportunity to reteach
Right.
in that amount of time.
When you get to that point, I want you to don't focus too much on that. You
Get
still
through
want
it.
You want to get through it, and then again use that time to review, spiral in, to hit things from the first semester.
Yeah.
So good. I'm glad you guys feel good because the second semester is a stressful time.
Yeah.
Because I talk about results all the time,
Yeah.
and the bottom line is let's get these numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, more kids to learn. We want to get more kids to learn, get our scores up. It's reflection on them, reflection on you, reflection on me, the campus, the community, parents. They all want to see good numbers. So with that being said, Uplift did analysis between CA1, CA2, and MAP, and they predicted your passing percentage, for instance, students will pass in April. And so, did you get that number yet?
No.
Okay, the number is approximately 75%
Okay.
right now, based off CA1, CA2, and MAP that would pass. Now that is not based off individual students, it's based off kind of collective average of numbers. How do you feel with that number?
And it's a good starting point. It would be, if you said 50%, I would have been like, eh. I think 75% we can grow from that.
We can work with. That's something
That's like good. I mean, 75% of my kids passed last year, so I know that we can grow. We can get those kids, those bubble kids, which is where I know that I hate saying bubble kids, but at the same time, they're the kids that are on that borderline that I want to like push to pass.
So that is not really scientific. It's something they created in house, more algorithm, but it's a good gauge to kind of see. So I want to get a little more granular today.
Yeah.
So we're kind of pushing ahead. So like you said, we are a unit ahead. We're thinking about things ahead right now. So right now, currently, what's your intervention structure look like? How do you pull the kids that you pull?
So this semester, until recently, like in the last week, it's been based off of what we're doing in our do nows in class, and then I looked at the CA data and I pulled the kids who got like a 0 to a 60% and pulled them, and we tried to structure it and give us as many small groups as possible.
We do test corrections too, so depending on if they took a test, if they weren't passing, then we pulled them out for test corrections. Sometimes she pulled them out for exit tickets
Mhm.
as well during lunch.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
This last week has been super crazy, so we're like a week behind with rational numbers, but I would rather spread it out and make sure we kind of slowed it down because we were trying to do multiplying and dividing all in one and it was just too much for them. So we backed up and just did multiplying one day and then pulled the same kids and the next day do dividing. I saw better results yesterday. I don't know if you did.
In your intervention group. Okay.
Yeah.
How many kids you pulling each day?
Well,
Yesterday I only pulled, well, I had 3 before, but
Mhm.
then one of them I think you had already pulled them out, so I didn't pull them out the second day, Leo, because he said that he had already done it.
he had.
And so I pulled somebody else for that
Okay.
day.
We're pulling 4 to 5
Yeah.
because the bigger the groups, the harder it is to like manage everybody
Right.
and
4
to
to
get
5 each?
each.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 10 at a time.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's good. So we want to focus on today, after we finish, I want to have a good gauge. I want to take one of your classes.
Yeah.
And you're going to do this process after you leave me. Because there's 2 of you, it can be done very quickly.
Yeah.
And so we're going to basically take one class and look at their CA data, MAP data, and you're going to guys kind of predict, based on information, would this person pass the assessment, okay? And we're going to break that down by class. And so we'll have period 1. We have 30 kids in that class. In period 1, for example, based off this, we imagine that, okay, this is a CA1, CA2, he got a 65, he got a 58. We know the passing is around 50. You got a month left, 2 months left to teach. He's going to pass. He's a good person to pass. This person got a 45, 40 on the bubble, cool person. This person got a 10 and a 10. They're very, very low. And we want to put those in buckets. That's going to give us a good gauge again of like, so what kids really need review, like those Saturday school
And
reviews,
reteach.
and what kids need reteach, and what kids need just basic fundamental practice. Make sense? All right. So what you do? So you can either write it down, or either use your laptop and make the chart with me.
Or just
This
do
is
it in
very
Excel.
fundamental. I want you to replicate this on your own. Nothing, it's not rocket science. Okay. So we're going to have 4 different
columns.
buckets,
Okay.
4 columns. So the first column, if you want to call it green, you want to call it a color, you can call it whatever. Let's call it green for our sake. We'll call this green. You can call it code. Let's call this one blue. You can call this one our orange, yellow,
Red.
and then red. Yeah, I love the color red, but red always means like
Bad or love. It's so weird.
love, hate. It means hate, love, all that stuff.
Blood.
Blood. Okay, so go to your grade book, or go to your either aware or grade book and pull up CA scores.
Can you pull it off of gradebook?
No, it has to be aware probably.
No, but we know the kids in that class. So we can go, you pull up gradebook and I'll pull up CA data and then
Okay.
that way we're not looking at.
Okay, so I want you guys both here so you can kind of tag team. So yeah, it's grade book and it's aware. Because I want you to be able to predict within a good percentage, 5%, 5 to 7 percentage points, how your kids will do.
Yeah.
And when the results come back, you're pretty on par.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a little touchy this year because the standards are new and everything is so new, so it's harder to make those predictions. But we still can have kind of an idea based off performance. And then it'll be an even tighter prediction once we give our
CA3?
benchmark, the benchmark,
Oh.
NCA3, yeah.
Who'd you pull what class?
B1.
Okay.
B1, okay. So what's the first student name you see in B1?
Leslie.
Leslie Aguilar.
Mm-hmm.
She got a 54%.
Okay.
She's passing.
Uh-huh.
Green.
Green. How's her in-class performance overall? Okay.
I pull her out sometimes, but she's overall.
Okay. So in this V1, I want to say just LA. You can say LA or Leslie Aguilar. She's a grade. That means you're pretty sure she's going to pass. So at the end of the day, when someone asks, okay, in this class, is she going to pass? You can predict. She keeps her effort going.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
Next is Alejandra. She's gonna pass.
She got a 66.
66. Last name.
Aaron Bula. So on this, you want us to write the full name, right?
Yeah, I'm just putting
I'm
this
writing
in for short
Leslie A.
name.
Alejandra A.
I'm just doing
Okay.
this for myself. Because I don't want to spell the name. I'm just giving you an example of what you would do.
Okay, next one is Darian.
Bookman.
Yeah.
37.
Of CA1, CA2.
CA2.
CA2, 37. That was kind of a benchmark, actually. How was in-class performance?
Not good.
Matt, he's what? Give me your math scores.
Low. But I don't know. Like very low. Like
Okay.
2 grade levels behind low.
So,
Red.
red. Maybe.
He can do it. It's just there's no effort.
So, when you look at someone like Darren Bookman, the key is the effort.
Getting him
And
to get
especially with those multi-step problems, the division, multiplication, having to move decimals around, he needs to work on effort. So, it may mean when you pull him for those interventions, maybe one day or a couple of days, you pull him by yourself.
We do that.
And you just focus on just getting the work done.
Yep.
Getting the work done.
Yeah.
Next is Jasmine.
Campos. She's
sorry.
gonna pass.
Desmond Campos.
She got an 86. She's fine.
Let's see.
And then Ben.
Ben. Let me get him. Ben. What's his? Ben
Kangas.
Kangas. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. He got a 43. So he's definitely bubble kid. Blue or orange?
Orange. So, you know CA1 score?
Yeah, I have it. Ben Kangas got a on CA1 43.
43, so he's probably gonna, I'd probably give him, I wanna say just for,
He got the same score.
I'm gonna give him an orange.
Yeah.
How's in-class assessments, things like that?
Low.
So I'm gonna give him an orange. His name's Ben what?
Kangas.
Kangas.
Ben King. Is that a K? G?
G.
C.
Or C. I don't know why I said G. You said G.
Okay.
Next is Anthony Cantu.
He
He tests in the learning center.
Mm-hmm.
He has a 37%. He has an IEP.
Mhm.
He works really hard in class,
Mhm.
really hard. Orange for sure.
He gives effort.
He gives effort.
It's Anthony, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one is Nayeli Cortez.
She got a 54. I think she's definitely blue.
Mhm.
I'm not positive that she's gonna. She puts a lot of effort in, but she has some literacy issues.
Okay.
Next one is Macquarie.
I'll pass.
Correct.
Correct. He
Macquarie.
doesn't know how to pronounce his name
Macquarie.
actually. He got a 77.
Okay. MC, right? Kraken, what's his last name? Kraken?
Creaky. He doesn't know.
Creaky?
We ask him. He's like, I don't know. Okay.
Next one is Joel De La Cruz.
He's definitely low. 17.
He tries. He
doesn't
just takes a
finish any
lot
tests.
of time. Like, a lot.
And I talked to Rachel about getting him special, like, because he has ADD.
Mm-hmm.
He can't focus. Takes him a really long time to test, so he's not finishing a test. That's why he's getting a 17%.
How are his basic skills?
They're okay. Like,
Mhm.
he'll do
He
the
can
steps.
multiply.
He can multiply. He can divide. Like, they're okay.
So why 17? What's the cause of that?
He's not finishing.
Not
Or
finishing.
he's getting anxious during the test. He's not finishing. He's definitely not like a blue or green,
Mm-hmm.
but and he tries. He just gets so sidetracked.
I'm also writing little small notes.
Yeah.
As well.
Okay, my computer stopped today.
Next one
Thanks.
is Amanda De La Rosa.
She'll pass.
Amanda. Next one is Aniela.
I'm gonna check her because she's lower than Amanda. She got a 57, and she works hard in class. Do you think this is green or blue? Green.
CA1?
Yeah, have it. Daniela. 68.
See, I definitely give her a probably.
Pass.
I give her a green.
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Aniela, Aniela.
De La Rosa. She's their twins.
Oh,
Okay, next one is Juan Diaz.
He's an orange.
okay.
He got a 51%. Well, orange or blue for that. He's a 51. His CA1 score. Was a 68.
I'll give him a blue,
Yeah.
but don't forget him.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is Paulina.
I would put her in orange.
Figueroa.
Yeah. She's a 51%, but there's a lack of effort.
Okay. I'll aim Figueroa, and I'll put here effort. That effort could get her from passing to even maybe commended.
Yeah.
And they had a conversation with her. You can be a commended student.
She doesn't feel confident in math, and so she just doesn't try. But she can do it. I'm like, you're getting 51s.
Next one is
Janet.
Janet, yeah.
She got a 54, but she works so hard. Blue?
I think
Green.
she's up there too.
Last name?
Janet. G.
Gawano, G. Next one is Brianna Garel.
Oh. She's an orange. She's a red.
Red.
She's lacking a lot of basic skills.
Brianna Garel.
Yeah, she got a 34.
Okay. Basics.
She works so hard though. Next one.
Adrian Gatoya.
He's red.
Reason?
Lacking major basic skills and literacy strategies.
Okay.
Adrian Jones.
He's working harder.
Mm-hmm.
He got a 29 on his test. He also didn't try. So the effort has been a back and forth with him. Orange.
Mm-hmm. He can do it, this effort.
He can do it.
Okay.
It's harder for him, but he can do it.
Let's pause it for a second.
Yeah.
All right, so this is kind of a snapshot of what we're going to do.
Yeah.
You're going to do the same thing for every class. So if you look at the snapshot here, you're going to see this is kind of the curve. You have green, blue, and then kind of orange and red, kind of very similar. About the same, because these can be kind of mixed up
Mixed
depending
match,
on the
yeah.
issues. The biggest thing here, it looks like it's effort.
Yeah.
Here, basic skills.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you plan, you need to plan on what am I doing to really increase their basic skills in this group? What am I doing to really increase, because this orange can go to blue very easily
Yeah.
if they change their effort.
Yeah.
And this is the thing you want to look at. Like, what are you doing here for these students? The BC, the Anthony's, the PFs, the AJs. Relationship building.
Mhm.
Do they trust you? Do they believe in you? When you get them to trust and believe in you and get their effort, they're going to go here. So what are you doing to really talk about effort in a way that really hits them, and then they can also believe and trust you? Does that make sense? These students here, now, not saying they can't pass. You want to get them to pass, we have to be honest with ourselves. If the kid's on a third grade level, taking a 6th grade test
Yeah.
this year, that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
So moving them to there may not happen,
But you
but
can
we
get them to
can get them to
orange.
grow and get these basic skills up.
Right.
Okay. So I want to focus on this piece right here. So what are we doing now to really encourage orange to go to blue? Besides just the interventional work, what are you doing?
Like relationship wise?
Yes.
Anthony works hard every day. It's just missing some skills, but his hard work is keeping him in the orange. Ben and I have gotten really close. And Ben has been trying a lot.
He has been trying, and I had a
Recently.
one-on-one talk with him last class. Like, I want to move you up, so I think he can get there, like, for sure, but he just needs to try and not sit next to certain people.
Yeah, so we just move him around.
Yeah, we move him a lot.
AJ has been trying a lot more recently. And he's just a relationship dude. Like, I had to get him an orange one day, and after I bought him an orange, it was like, life-changing. So, and he has his ups and downs, but he's at least paying attention, so it's better. So I just continuing to build those relationships.
A lot of boys in this group too, I'm assuming.
A lot of boys.
All right, so what you're doing, continuing that, talking to them, having one-on-ones, I want you to really think about when you plan your lessons moving forward, are you recognizing their effort and hard work
Right.
in a way that is affirming and that is real? Not the, Johnny's hands up, great. I mean, really affirming and saying, dude, you came in today, got your doing now started.
Yeah.
I love the work you're putting on paper. It's a lot of work. Awesome job. I believe in you. Keep focused. Really recognizing what they're doing. And the green tickets, I think I talked to you earlier about the green tickets. Green tickets are great. But now let's talk about okay, so you got this green ticket. Well, why'd you get this green ticket?
So telling them when they get
Yes. Yes.
it. And that's
Why'd
an
you get this green
easy,
ticket?
like, thank you, like,
Yes.
you're doing this right now, that's why you're getting it.
Yep. We do this every day. You're gonna reach your goals. You're gonna get there. And then building them that kind of motivation through them respecting you and trusting you.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get them to then increase your own effort to get to the blue. All right?
Yeah.
So you have class to go to, but the last thing is, let's finish the rest of this, and let's say kind of by, this is a date, by, what's the day? Wednesday?
Yeah, by Friday, have it for every class.
Or Friday, every class.
Yeah.
And use that.
It will not take
This,
us long.
this is, I'm telling you, this right here is going to move. If you can do this, you can get these kids here, and that 75 goes to easily 80, 85.
Yeah.
Easily. We get the benchmark, we get those scores, it's going to be more targeted towards now specific objectives and teaks. We'll target those teaks and objectives. 85, we're 90.
Yeah.
Game over. Game changer.
And these oranges and reds are the kids that we're pulling
Yes.
consistently.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. We want to finish?
For the class, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we'll finish the rest of this class later.
Any questions for me at all?
I just need to figure out about Saturday school breakfast for the kids.
I'll go to
because-
McDonald's and work on them.
Thank you. I called them and it was like they hung up. I don't
Okay.
think the lady understood.
I am. How
Thank
many
you.
kids?
I pulled it up.
I don't know how many. Josh said he's doing 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We're inviting more
7,
because we can break
9,
them up into
11,
two
12,
groups.
13, 14, 15, 16,
What time? Sorry.
8 to 11.
17, 18.
I'll be at the homeless shelter with the choir.
Okay.
18.
Dude, I can
on
get
the
up.
list now.
18?
18
We have
on the
18.
list right now, so it might be like 20.
Okay. And then I'll get Rodriguez. And Mangia, she comes too?
She may or may not be coming.
Okay.
Maybe we just text her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. Montez, is he gonna go down
Filming right now.
or?
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay, sorry.
It's all right. Good?
Good.
Okay. All right, thank you, ladies.
I
Thanks.
just titled it Color Codes for Students.
Yeah. It
Have a
was
great
kinda
day.
like,